It's the Redskins going up against the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Cousins. With a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's able to get this one down. The 40-yard line. Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, here's Perine. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They go play action. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. In motion, the tight end Reed. Room here to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And Dawson's kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly which...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play fake, Cousins. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Cousins on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To the air again, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. In motion, the tight end Reed. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing is Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It's the former Redskin, Brian Orakpo. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On 1st and 10, Newton being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, Newton. Going to throw deep, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Cousins now. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. first and 10. Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Throwing again, Cousins on second and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Play of the half, Cousins, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Dawson's kick is good. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down and 4. Little motion now from the tight end. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. This is McCaffrey on the give. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Cousins to Pirine on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Cousins now to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down now after the incompletion. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First down, here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They toss to Pirine, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Kirk Cousins taking it in. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And some room to maneuver.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2nd down following the run. The tight end changing his position. Cousins now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Orakpo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Cousins to his tight end, Davis. Good for a Washington 1st. Play action for P-Ryan. Now Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Second down, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 1st of the young season. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Orakpo Getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Play action now. Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Redskins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On play action, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And the former 4th-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the 1st round, and people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, that's because he's smart, he studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play, and now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Shaq Thompson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cornelder. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as